Alright, we are back over at the 7030. We got rebuild kit for this primer. Got a new fuel filter and hardly any tools, but we do have a seal for here and here, going from the primer pump up to the injection pump. So at least all that will be sealed up, and having a new filter on it. It's our best shot here. So $100 worth of parts, and hopefully this will work better. New filter is on. This is new and in, and it's sealed. We have the two sealing washers in this. We don't have any tools over here. We still need to get that cleaned on and sealed up. Get the belts back on for an alternator, and need some wrenches to be able to get this cracked open, and then get
all the lines are loose.
Yeah, and then all these are loose at this point until we try to attempt to start it. So we're gonna run and get some tools. Alright, got everything buttoned up here except for the injector lines up here. All 6 of them are loose at this point. Dad is spinning around because I'm sure we're going to have to jump this thing. We don't know how well our solar charger has been doing. Alright, got my truck and my dad's truck on this thing now. We're thinking that the batteries are pretty much shot now, so may have to attempt to take them off and get them charged up and see if that would help. But so far with the 2 trucks on it, it's doing a little better, but not much better. Alright, we have had no luck, so we're going to pull batteries off here and get them charged up, see if we can do any more good that way. Probably still need to jump it because it's going to take a lot to get everything primed up here. we've gotten it to whip over a few times pretty decently, but not enough to get any fuel up to the injection pump, injector lines. So I guess we'll have to leave it here, and later on this week it'll be a little warmer. So alright everybody, it has been a few days and I'm back over here at the 7030. Gonna throw the batteries back on it. I'm pretty sure that the one battery that we had sitting here that has the mat underneath it is bad, but I'm gonna at least try it. My dad's supposed to be off tomorrow, so if we can figure out that these are bad, he can go get them changed out. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get started here and we'll see if things work here. Alright, I've tried several attempts here and no gains, even with having my truck on it. So I would say that both of these batteries are no good. There's no saving these, so we'll have to get some batteries. Alright, it is Friday here. Got the batteries out of my 1570 because they're not being used currently. Dad did get some batteries, but had a mishap going down the highway, and the tailgate dropped on the red truck and they went out the back. So we're gonna try these and hopefully get this thing home. Alright, now that we got the 7030 running, we took these out. There's inserts into these because they had category 2 and these are category 3 arms. And the reason why we want to do that is because of the V-ripper. We want to get it picked up because that tractor is not too far away from the place where it got unloaded, the V-ripper that is. So we're going to try to get the inserts out. They've been in there for a few years, so we'll beat around and try to get those out. All right, got our inserts out, and they're over here out in the middle of nowhere so they can cool down. Got the arms in the back of the truck, or maybe on the ground. No, back of the truck.
We had a bird right in there.
Hmm.
Wonder if we can knock that out or do something with it. That notch would be up then too. So that'd have to be that side. They don't grab the end. Hey, don't touch it, okay? It's kind of warm. That's not good. Put it over there, doesn't it? What? Huh? What you saying? Watch your shadows, you get boned by that. You get too close. Oh! Yeah. They don't start without.
I don't know.
Still pretty warm.
Moving under its own power. Finally, after long several months. Alright, we got finally hooked on here. Going behind Dad here. We only have one operating light. And for those of you that wonder why we don't record at getting it hooked on or even unloaded, is because we are unloading at the neighbors and, you know, try to keep their privacy as much as possible. So anyways, just know the fact that we did get it on there, and it's on the back of the 7030 right now, and before too long we'll be over at the farm. All right, we got it home. It's sitting just south side of the garden here, so that's where it'll be for the night at least. So at least we're home with it.
All right, we got this thing home with the V-Ripper on the back last night, and it sat overnight, sat here and got cold, so I'm gonna try to get it fired up, and we're gonna go and hook this V-Ripper here in a hole over here. Give her a fair amount of ether, but it's been that way anyway. So we'll take it over here to the spot where I want to hook this thing. Hit throttle all the way down?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that seems better than what it was then.
Yeah.
So the idle was pretty darn slow from having the fuel injection pump worked over, so we were adjusting that there. It's one of the first things we did, so that's better now, I think. All right, this had clamp-on duals on it, so those little loops right there are for the clamp-on duals. I'm gonna take them off because we're not gonna put the duals on this thing and sell it with the duals. We're gonna keep those. They are the same size as my Power Shift 1070, so we're gonna hang on to those. So I'm gonna work on that while Jake's working on a switch. All right, got them all off of the one side. Now to the other side. All right, this other side, I've got all of them except for one down here at the bottom, and it's got a lot more threads in it, so probably gonna have to fire the tractor up and move it a bit, and Jake's got other things tore up, so we'll have to wait on that.
Alright, we tested the switch. It's right inside the cabin there, and it's working. So we done a continuity test between this wire here and up to the one side of the switch, and we're getting no continuity there. So we done a continuity test from the starter over to a connector that's over on this other side, and getting continuity from there. So we must have a bad spot going up into the cab somewhere. So we're gonna run a new wire that will be the appropriate size if we can find one, and run it from the switch down to the starter.
All right, got the last one off. It's down there on the floor, still kind of warm. Had to heat it up. There was a lot more threads on that one. Actually, grabbing a lot of these, there were not many threads at all that they were actually holding with. But anyways, got them all off now.
All right, well, this will do it for this video. We'll get this buttoned up here this week, hopefully, and be able to use this a little bit here and there, maybe. Or it may just sit in the shed before it gets sold. But anyways, if you got to this point in the video, it sure does mean a lot. Give the video a thumbs up if you like this sort of content, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. And as always, we'll catch y'all in the next one.